Good day, everybody. This is Justin from the RCN Coffee YouTube channel and Facebook page. As always, if you hadn't had a chance to do so, please consider supporting us by subscribing to the YouTube channel and signing up to the Facebook pages. Now, prior to diving into this very interesting kit that I have in front of me, I wanted to use this platform to share a message, a topic rather, that is very close to my heart, that I've had the opportunity to discuss with fellow YouTube producers. And as some of you may have noticed, the RC community on YouTube has been taken over by a bit of drama over the past 2 days. And without naming who it concerns, and even speaking of the topic, a topic that no one can speak of, and that's a little bit the angle that's where I'm getting at. I'd like to remind each and every one of us that as YouTube viewers, as content viewers, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, etc., as social media consumers, we have a responsibility with regards to the content that content producers are putting out there. It's one thing for someone like myself with a very small channel, a lovely but small and niche audience to say something. But whenever you have hundreds, tens of thousands, hundreds or millions of viewers, obviously if you have a couple hundreds, couple thousands of people discussing over a specific topic on your media, whichever one it may be, obviously you will be tempted and may be forced at some point to address this topic, even though this topic may have nothing to do with what we're debating. And let's also remember that RC is a hobby. A hobby is a passion, and passions tend to do two things: bring the best out of people, but passion can also bring the worst. And as viewers, it is also our responsibility to make sure that we stay relevant to the topic in our comments and steer away from situations that we have about which we have very little information or cannot have access to the greater contents. That is especially necessary in times like these, where a lot of people are now working remotely, and our online presence, whether it's in a corporate setting, whether it's on social media, etc., takes a lot of space in our lives right now. So just something to remember, and I just wanted to use my channel to share this message. So let's keep it RC. So today we will chat about a fantastic, I'm not even going to call that a kit. This is a creation from JsScale. JsScale. JsScale is a company in Luxembourg that specializes in super high scale RCs. They produce vehicles themselves. They organize, camel trophy runs, things like that. And from time to time, they have demo cars that are for sale. And I happen to have fallen on this guy. So this is a Land Cruiser 80, so the LC80, and it happens to be a vehicle that one of my family member used to ride on when he was sent on missions abroad in Africa. He's in the health field, and there's a little sticker on the side door here that says Médecin du Monde, so which would translate as world doctors, I guess. I'm assuming it's similar to Doctors Without Borders. I'm just guessing. So it was very reminiscent of that. So I thought this would be a great Christmas present. Now, unfortunately, due to COVID, I got it home a few days ago. But better late than never, and I'm very, very happy about this. So this is the RUN RC. RUN80 chassis/kit. Now, the chassis itself is an ultra scale chassis of the Land Cruiser 80 here. So this is a chassis that I wanted to talk about as part of my super scale chassis series. It came a bit later, so I'll kind of single it out. So you have a motor here, or engine rather, with a fan. Everything's functional. There's obviously the motor inside, it's cased in. The level of detail is incredible. You can see with the suspension there that the links are much shorter. So you have 4 links. You have longer ones here and shorter ones on top right here. It's incredible, the level of details rather, and the attention to details. I can't believe it. So This kit was put together by JsScale, I basically bought it pre-made, weathered, already worked on, and it's completely beyond my expectations. The fact that it is white and weathered, to me, is even more impressive because it's very easy to make mistakes on a body that is painted white, because you see every single you can see every single mistake. And what they've done, it's pretty impressive. They've cut the hood here to enable the hood to open up so that I can see the, or I didn't do it for me, but so that we could see the engine in the engine bay. Here you go. They also designed these wheel arches rather, painted them for an ultra scale look. And finally, actually not finally, there's more to that after. The interior is absolutely beautiful. It has gauges, here you go, boxes, and even a little fire extinguisher. I don't know if you can see it there. Incredible, just incredible. And one of the most important details, in my opinion, it's the wheels. The wheels are so scale. I thought I had done a really good job with the Desert Runner here. This is a whole other level. Look at this. It even has the little thing to put air in here. They're all obviously weathered, as you can see. Super heavy, super scale looking. So, thank you very much, JsScale. I'm blown away. It's a fantastic, wow, it's a fantastic car. It's incredible. It came, I mean, they went overkill with the packaging. Honestly, it could have been bomb-proof. It took me, I think, 10 minutes to remove all the bubble wrap from it. So they went through great care to make sure that, or to ensure that, the car came flawless. The service was fantastic. Communication was great. They were letting me know from time to time, hey, the car's going to be late because due to COVID, and I could see it myself. So fantastic communication, found it great to deal with, and I would definitely get another rig from them in a heartbeat. The quality of what they do is unbelievable. So I'll show you the body here. You see the weathering, and look at this. They've even weathered the lights, because when you have a lot of dust, you can't exactly see through. And I've got the license plate to go with it, and you can see they've done the weathering here on the window. So that's something that I would have never been able to do properly on my own. I'm not the greatest painter there, so I'm very, very happy with this rig. Now, the chassis itself. So I haven't driven. Sorry, that's the bug snoring. The chassis itself is, it's fantastic looking. I'm wondering how it'll perform. It has, decent articulation for the level of the scale factor. It's extremely front heavy, like shockingly so. Much heavier, I would say, than the BRX01, which is strange because the BRX01 doesn't have C railing for the chassis. They're full, so I'm not sure why. It's very, very heavy. Now the suspensions it's only friction shocks, and I can probably change that later on, but I want to try it stock and see how it goes. There's no point in putting oil in these because I don't think they have pistons, so you're just going to be leaking oil and grease everywhere, so there's no point. And if you put too much grease in there, you're going to bring dust inside, and it's going to scuff everything, and it don't make noise. So metal shafts, metal everything. There's barely any plastic on this. Actually, I don't think there's any plastic whatsoever on this chassis. That's really, really impressive. So it's a little bit, the suspension's a little bit bouncy, but with added weight on top and with a little bit of preload, I think that it'll handle very realistically. That's a concern that I also had with my GC4, the Cross RC. Unlike the PG4L, it has friction shocks. So I'll see. I haven't put it on the trails yet. I'm not even done with it yet. So we'll see how everything comes together, and if modifications are necessary. So again, that's that. The RUN80 from RC Run. It's a kit that you can purchase on Asia Tees as well as on AliExpress. You can buy the body on its own, the chassis on its own. So that's really interesting. They've done a bit like the BRX01, came up with the chassis first, added the parts, and then you can buy the interior if you want to or not. You have that choice, and depending on the level of details that you want, as well as your budget. So there you go. That's a preliminary look into the RUN80 chassis from RC Run. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.